Welcome to the land where blue sky stretches as far as the eye can see, a vast, unbroken canvas painted in the most profound shades of cerulean and sapphire. This is a place where the horizon seems to whisper of infinity, where the earth and sky meet in a seamless embrace that has captivated souls for millennia. Here, under this eternal dome, a culture as resilient and timeless as the landscape itself has flourished, shaped by the winds of the steppe and the quiet wisdom of generations. This is Mongolia. I invite you on a journey into the heart of this extraordinary land. We will explore the traditions that bind its people to the ancient rhythms of nature and uncover the secrets hidden within its immense, silent spaces. The connection between the Mongol people and their environment is one of the most profound on our planet, a delicate dance of survival and reverence. Stay with me as we peel back the layers of this fascinating world. The stories we will uncover are woven from the threads of history, survival, and a deep, abiding respect for the land. I must urge you to please watch to the end. The final revelation about Mongolian hospitality, a tradition born from the harshest of necessities, is a testament to the human spirit that I suspect will truly shock you. Imagine a place where the sky is a vast expanse of blue reaching out to the horizon, unbroken and unblemished. In Mongolia, the sky is not just a sight to behold, it's a way of life, a constant companion and the soul of the nation. For the people who live here, it is known as Mongkuk Tenger, the eternal blue sky. This is more than just atmosphere. It is a sacred entity, a deity in the ancient Tengrist faith that once guided the great Khans and continues to shape the spiritual landscape of the people today. This celestial ocean above dictates the tempo of life. Its clarity promises fair weather for the herds, its gathering clouds a warning of the formidable storms that can sweep across the steppe with breathtaking speed. To look up is to read a story, a forecast written in wisps of white and shades of gray against that endless blue. The people here have learned to read this language with an intimacy born of complete dependence, a skill passed down not in books, but in quiet observation from one generation to the next. The sheer scale of it is difficult to comprehend. Without the clutter of tall buildings or the haze of industrial cities, the sky feels closer, more present. At night it transforms into a spectacle of unparalleled brilliance. The Milky Way is not a faint band, but a river of light, so dense with stars that the darkness itself seems to sparkle. It's a humbling sight, a reminder of our small place in a cosmos of unimaginable size, a feeling the Mongol people have embraced for centuries. This profound connection is woven into the very fabric of their culture. The primary color on the national flag is the same deep blue, representing the sky that shelters them. In their songs, their poetry, and their daily blessings, the sky is invoked as a protector, a source of power and of justice. It is the ultimate witness to all oaths, and the silent observer of all deeds. It is the roof of their world, a cathedral without walls. The light itself is different here. It possesses a certain quality, a sharpness that renders every detail of the landscape in high definition. The long shadows of early morning stretch for miles, and the golden hour before sunset bathes the rolling hills in a warm, ethereal glow. This daily drama of light and shadow, played out upon the grand stage of the steppe, has a deeply meditative quality, instilling a sense of peace and timelessness in all who witness it. To stand alone in the middle of this vastness, with nothing but the sound of the wind for company, is to feel the weight and the wonder of the eternal blue sky. It is an experience that changes one's perspective, shrinking the worries of our modern lives to their proper, insignificant size. It is here that one can begin to understand the Mongolian spirit, resilient, patient, and as expansive as the sky itself. And so, this celestial dome is not merely a backdrop for life in Mongolia. It is an active participant. It is the source of spiritual guidance, the provider of life-giving rain, and the canvas upon which the daily story of survival is painted. To understand Mongolia, one must first learn to look up and appreciate the silent, powerful presence that has defined this land and its people since the dawn of their history. Welcome to the nomadic lifestyle of Mongolia, where families move their entire homes, called gers, 4 times a year, following the rhythms of nature and the needs of their herds. This ancient way of life is alive and thriving, blending tradition with touches of modernity. The ger, a circular dwelling made of felt and a wooden lattice frame, is a marvel of engineering. It can be dismantled and packed onto a cart or a truck in a matter of hours, ready to be reassembled in a new pasture. This cyclical migration is not a whimsical journey. It is a carefully calculated strategy for survival. Each move to a spring, summer, autumn, and winter camp is designed to provide the best grazing for their precious livestock. The sheep, goats, cattle, and horses that form the bedrock of their existence. The health of the herd is the health of the family. The nomads possess an encyclopedic knowledge of the land, knowing which grasses are most nutritious and where to find shelter from the brutal winter winds. Life within the ger is governed by a strict set of customs and a deep sense of community. The door always faces south, away from the harsh northern winds. The space is divided, with the men's side to the west and the women's to the east, and the most honored place at the back, opposite the door. Every object has its place, every action its meaning. It is a microcosm of a well-ordered universe, a sanctuary of warmth and family in the midst of a vast and often unforgiving wilderness. While the core of this lifestyle remains unchanged, the 21st century has made its gentle inroads. It is not uncommon to see a solar panel propped against the side of a ger, powering a single light bulb, a television, or a mobile phone. A satellite dish might sit incongruously next to a tethered horse. These modern tools are not seen as a threat to tradition, but as a means to enhance it, allowing families to stay connected and informed while still living in harmony with the land. The children of the steppe grow up with a unique freedom. Their playground is the endless expanse of grass and sky. From a very young age, they learn to ride horses, to tend to the animals, and to take on responsibilities essential to the family's welfare. Their education is twofold: a formal schooling, often in distant boarding schools, and a practical one, learned at the side of their parents and grandparents, steeped in the wisdom of the earth. The seasons dictate everything. Spring is a time of birth and renewal, as the herds welcome new life after the long, hard winter. Summer is a period of abundance, of making cheese and fermenting mare's milk into the national drink, aerog. Autumn is a time of preparation, of fattening the animals and stockpiling resources. And winter is a time of endurance, a battle against the cold and snow, where the strength of the community and the warmth of the ger are paramount. This nomadic existence fosters a remarkable resilience and self-sufficiency. Each family is a self-contained unit, capable of navigating the challenges of the environment with skills honed over countless generations. Yet, they are also part of a wider network of kinship and mutual support. In this vast emptiness, a neighbor might be miles away, but the bonds of community are unbreakable, for they know that survival here depends not just on individual strength, but on collective solidarity. In Mongolia, personal space takes on a whole new meaning. With a landmass as vast as Western Europe and just over 3 million people, you can stand in the open steppe and not see another soul for miles. The solitude and freedom here are cherished by all who call this land home. This isn't the loneliness of isolation, but the profound peace of true emptiness. It is a silence that is not empty, but filled with the sound of the wind, the cry of a distant hawk, and the beating of one's own heart. The country has one of the lowest population densities on Earth, with roughly 2 people per square kilometer. For comparison, a country like the United Kingdom has over 270. This sheer lack of human presence has shaped the national character in fundamental ways. It fosters a fierce independence and a deep-seated self-reliance. When your nearest neighbor can be a day's ride away, you learn to solve problems on your own, to be resourceful and resilient in the face of any challenge. This vastness is not a void, it is a canvas. The landscape unfolds in a series of epic panoramas, rolling green hills that seem to go on forever. The stark, beautiful emptiness of the Gobi Desert, the forested mountains of the north, and the crystal-clear lakes that dot the western provinces. To travel through Mongolia is to be constantly humbled by the scale of nature, to feel like a tiny, fleeting speck in a timeless world. The concept of land ownership is also different here. For the nomads, the land does not belong to them, they belong to the land. The pastures are a shared resource, used communally according to ancient rites and customs. There are no fences carving up the steppe, no trespassing signs. The freedom to roam is absolute, a birthright for every Mongolian. This unfettered movement is essential for their nomadic way of life, allowing them to follow the rains and the best grass for their herds. This solitude also cultivates a unique form of hospitality. In a land where settlements are few and far between, every traveler is a welcome guest. The sight of a distant gyre is a promise of shelter, warmth, and sustenance. The nomadic code dictates that anyone who arrives at your door must be offered tea, food, and a place to rest, with no questions asked. This generosity is not just a custom, it is a crucial survival mechanism in an environment where getting lost or stranded can have fatal consequences. Even the capital, Ulaanbaatar, where nearly half the population now lives, feels the pull of the surrounding emptiness. The city is an island of concrete and commerce in a sea of grassland. From its highest points, one can see where the urban sprawl abruptly ends and the infinite steppe begins. Many of its residents still maintain a deep connection to the countryside, spending their summers in gers and returning to the open spaces that are so integral to their identity. This profound sense of space and freedom is perhaps Mongolia's greatest treasure. In a world that is becoming increasingly crowded, noisy, and interconnected, the quiet solitude of the steppe offers a powerful antidote. It is a place to clear the mind, to reconnect with the natural world, and to experience a sense of liberty that has become all too rare on our planet. The silence and the freedom are not just features of the landscape, they are the very essence of the Mongolian soul. In Mongolia, horses outnumber people by more than 3 to 1. These resilient animals are woven into the fabric of Mongolian culture, from daily life to legendary festivals. Here, a Mongol without a horse is like a bird without wings. This is not merely a saying, it is a fundamental truth that has defined this nation for centuries. The horse is not just a mode of transport or a tool for herding, it is a companion, a status symbol, and a spiritual partner. The Mongolian horse, or taki, is a unique breed, small and stocky, with remarkable stamina, and an almost supernatural ability to survive the harsh climate. They are descendants of the same steeds that carried Genghis Khan's armies across Asia and into Europe. They can withstand temperatures that plummet to 40 degrees below zero and can find sustenance even under a thick blanket of snow, using their hooves to dig for frozen grass. Their resilience mirrors that of the people themselves. From a very early age, Mongolian children learn to ride, often before they can walk properly. By the age of 5, many are already accomplished riders, racing at incredible speeds in the famous Naadam Festivals. These races are not just a sport, they are a test of endurance for both horse and rider, a celebration of the skills that have been essential for survival on the steppe for millennia. The bond formed between a child and their horse is one of deep trust and mutual respect. The horse is central to the nomadic economy and daily routine. Herders on horseback are a quintessential Mongolian image, moving with effortless grace as they guide their flocks of sheep and goats across the vast grasslands. The horse allows them to cover great distances, to round up stray animals, and to patrol their territory. Mare's milk is also a staple of the diet, fermented into the slightly alcoholic and highly nutritious beverage known as arag, which is shared with every guest as a sign of hospitality. Beyond its practical uses, the horse holds a powerful place in the spiritual and cultural life of Mongolia. The Morin Kur, or horse head fiddle, is the national instrument, its melancholic melodies said to capture the sound of the wind on the steppe and the gait of a running horse. Its two strings are made from horsehair, and the scroll at its top is always carved into the shape of a horse's head. The instrument's music tells stories of love, loss, and the beauty of the homeland. Legends and epic poems are filled with tales of heroic riders and their loyal, intelligent steeds. A man's wealth and standing were once measured by the number of horses he owned. Even today, a fine horse is a source of immense pride. The connection is so deep that when a beloved horse dies, it is often given a ceremonial burial, its head placed to face the heavens, a final mark of respect for a creature considered almost sacred. So, when you see a herd of horses galloping freely across the plains, their manes and tails flowing in the wind, you are witnessing more than just a beautiful sight. You are seeing the living, breathing symbol of Mongolia. You are seeing the embodiment of freedom, endurance, and the untamable spirit of the steppe. The history of this nation was written on horseback, and its soul continues to gallop alongside these magnificent animals. And now, the fact that surprises most visitors. In some rural Mongolian communities, hospitality means sharing your gear, and sometimes even your bed, with travelers or strangers. This ancient custom is rooted in survival, trust, and the deep bonds of nomadic life. To understand this tradition, one must first appreciate the immense and unforgiving nature of the Mongolian steppe. Here, distances are vast and shelters are few. A lone traveler caught in a sudden blizzard or simply lost could face a life-or-death situation. This unwritten law of the land dictates that any traveler in need must be given shelter. When a stranger approaches a jur, they are welcomed not as an intruder, but as a guest sent by the sky. They are offered the warmth of the fire, a bowl of hot milk tea, and a share of whatever food the family has. This is not a transaction, it is a moral obligation, a fundamental part of the nomadic code of honor that has ensured the survival of people in this environment for thousands of years. The ger itself is a communal space. While there are designated areas, privacy as it is understood in the West is a foreign concept. Families live, eat, and sleep together in this single circular room. When a guest arrives, space is made for them within this intimate family circle. The host will provide blankets and a place to rest, often near the fire for warmth. This act of sharing their home so completely is the ultimate expression of trust and compassion. The most astonishing aspect of this hospitality, for an outsider, is the practice of sharing a bed. In a dwelling where space is at a premium and beds may be few, it is not unheard of for a host to offer their own bed to a guest, or even to share it. This is particularly true for travelers of the same gender. It is an act devoid of the connotations it might carry in other cultures. It is purely a practical and profound gesture of welcome, ensuring the guest is warm and safe. This tradition is built on a foundation of mutual vulnerability. The host trusts that the stranger means them no harm, and the stranger trusts the host for their very survival. In a land with no police force for hundreds of miles, this social contract is held together by honor and reputation. A family known for its generosity is held in high esteem, while one that turned away a traveler in need would face deep communal shame. This practice speaks volumes about the Mongolian worldview. It reflects a belief in the interconnectedness of all people, and a deep empathy born from a shared struggle against the elements. It is a reminder that in the most challenging environments, human kindness is not just a virtue, but a vital tool for survival. The warmth offered to a stranger is an investment in a system of mutual aid that benefits everyone. So, while it may seem shocking to our modern, more guarded sensibilities, this tradition is a beautiful testament to the human capacity for trust and generosity. It is a living piece of history, a custom forged in the crucible of the steppe, that continues to define the heart and soul of nomadic Mongolia. It challenges our own notions of privacy and community, asking us to consider what it truly means to welcome a stranger. We have journeyed across a land defined by its immense horizons, a place where the human spirit has found a unique harmony with the vastness of nature. From the sacred blue sky that watches over all, to the resilient nomads who follow its seasons, Mongolia is a world of profound connections. The rhythm of life here is set not by the clock, but by the migration of herds, the turning of the seasons, and the silent, ever-present company of the stars. It is a testament to a way of life that values freedom, endurance, and community above all else. The trust shown to a stranger, the bond between a rider and their horse, the solitude of the empty plains, these are not just interesting facts. They are the threads that make up the rich, living tapestry of Mongolian culture. In an age of increasing complexity and disconnection, the elegant simplicity and deep wisdom of the nomadic way offer a powerful perspective. It reminds us of a time when survival depended on the kindness of others, and our relationship with the world around us was one of intimate respect. So the next time you gaze upon a clear blue sky, remember Mongolia, where the sky is a constant companion and the traditions are as vast as the land itself. Remember the nation on horseback, the homes that move with the seasons, and the extraordinary generosity born from the harshest of landscapes. For in the heart of the steppe, under the silent watch of the Mongkok Tenger, the eternal blue sky, lies a profound lesson about what it truly means to be human.